grab a paper and pen because we are going to level up before 2025. We are going to get our plans and goals set. So write down 10 things you want to accomplish this year. They can be very small, but make them as realistic as possible. You don't even need 10. Like when I first started doing this, I could only think of 7, but that's still better than doing like way too many or too little. But then as time went on, I became more ambitious and I changed those into like 10 or so goals. So that's how many I had. But just do the ones that you feel the most strongly about. You can always change goals depending on the nature of your situation, but that's something you can think about later on. Okay, and they have to be very specific goals. They can be certain experiences, achievements, or personal development goals that you aim to complete within the next 12 months. So examples of experiences: I want to jump out of a plane, I want to run the 26-mile marathon that will happen in May of 2025. So make sure it's a real event and not something that you made up in your head, okay? Example of achievements: I want to complete this academic year with at least a B in every subject. I want to get my driver's license. And then example of personal developments: I want to go to therapy and get help on this childhood trauma that I have, or I want to become a better public speaker. So those are personal development aims, okay? Now you are going to get a fresh page and write all of those goals in order of importance. And underneath each one, make sure you leave like a big chunk so that you can write more stuff underneath it. So this is how it's going to go. You're going to answer these questions for every goal that you have, okay? How am I going to complete this? What days will I take out to do this? How often will I do this? What steps will I need to take to complete this? So the layout will be, so you have your broad goals, that's the 10 goals. So you have your broad goal, and then underneath it you have like steps, and then each of those little goals, they're going to have their own deadlines, okay? And then like a little checkbox, so you can tick it off as you complete these little like steps. That's all there is to it. Some key tips in order to stay disciplined is making sure that you have a reason, you have an actual purpose behind this goal, and you're not doing it just to satisfy someone else's needs. You're doing this for yourself, okay? This is what these goals are for. You're doing it for the betterment for your own future. So for example, I want to complete this course in programming, and I look for a course. So my broad goal would be, I want to complete this course in programming. And then I would have the little steps in between. Create an account on Coursera, find a programming course, complete module 1 of the course, complete module 2 to 5 of the course in one day. And then I would have their own little deadlines. So find the course and create an account. They would be on the same day, and then once I do them, I tick them off. And then I would do the next one, which is to complete modules 1, and then I tick it off. And then if I feel like, oh, this is not really serving me, I don't want to do this anymore, I'd rather do this different course instead, then you can change it. It's easy as that. So only do something if it actually fulfills a purpose. So don't do it just because, you know, you're already like halfway through and then now you feel like you actually need to get it done. Only do it if it has value. That's basically it. What are your 10 goals? I'm really curious to know. One of mine is to go to the gym at least twice a week, because I'm not the best disciplined person when it comes to going to the gym. So yeah, gym twice a week, and I've been sticking to it. This is not something that I'm just gonna do like, oh, I'm gonna create the plan now, I'm gonna do it next year. No, you need to start implementing these now. Head start is what you need. Okay? So I had my head start. My steps were to get a gym membership, figure out what days I'm going. Is it in line with my university schedule? If it is, yes, great. If it's not, then find another day. So I had to do at least 2 days a week. And then when I do it, I just take it off and I'd like keep track of the days I went to the gym. And yeah, it's working so far. I'm doing pretty good. And then other goals, so I had like the programming one, and then I also had going to the gym. And they could be very simple goals. They don't have to be grand. Some of them can be, oh, I want to wake up at 7 a.m. on Mondays to Fridays. Or on the weekend, I want to wake up at 8 a.m. instead of 12 p.m. So yeah, be really specific with these goals and actually have a reason. Like, why are you waking up like earlier than usual on a weekend? Do you have a reason? Like, if you don't have a reason, get that sleep. But yeah. And that's all there is to it, to be honest. I can't think of anything else. We'll end it there.